Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. The January to April mini will be done in a month, so don't miss that. One of my favorites is the beautiful butterflies. It's so pretty. There's lots of different options of different things that you can do with it. I'm using two parts of the suite. I'm using the this designer series paper, and I'm using the hybrid embossing folder. And then I'm combining it with an online exclusive, which is the Thankful Garden. It's a floral set that also comes with dies and stencils. So let me show you how I put this project together for camp. I'm going to ink my flower in Memento. This is one of our large photopolymer sets, and I feel like I just get a better stamped image if I use my foam underneath. Yes, my foam has been attacked by the cats. If you have cats and you have random things like this, they see this and they go, attack. So I'm going to press down my flower real good. Make sure I press in the center. There's my beautiful flower. I'm stamping on basic white. I've been around for a while, so I still want to say whisper white every time. Don't know why. So I just decided to use the fresh freesia. I took one of my stencils, and I'm only going to use one. And I saw online where someone had taken it and outlined the leaves. And that's the easiest way to line it up the quickest, is to just outline the leaves. So we're going to take the fresh freesia, and we're going to make sure it's lined up just the way we want it. I'm going to dot it in here. Then I want to make sure my fingers are down where they need to be. And I know this is right side up because it lines up with the leaves. This comes with 5 stencils, 3 for the flowers and 2 for the leaves. I chose not to use all of those at camp. It just spreads out too many inks and it makes it a little too confusing. And the way this works, I felt like it worked out great. While I have my blend brush out, I'm also going to put some of that color down on this little piece of white that I'm going to add the words to. So I just add a little bit of color to that. Now I'm going to use the second part of my stencil for the leaves, and I'm using Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to take my Lemon Lime Twist and go over my leaves. And you can make it as light or as dark as you want. You can kind of shade the color, whatever works for you. I have beautiful leaves, and that was really simple. I'll close that up. What I did was, after I was done, and I moved the stencil, I'm not going to add any more ink to this, but I'm just going to kind of go over the whole image. And what that does for me is it makes sure that my white is not too white and it's got a little bit of color in it. You can see I've added just a little bit of color behind those leaves. I just want a little bit of extra. Then I'm going to take my blends. I'm going to use the nub ends for these. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to hit just kind of where the lines are. And this will soak in a little bit, not be so dark. But I just kind of want to hit those lines to give it some variety of color. So it's not like a straight lemon line. And I used for that a dark granny apple. Then I'm going to take my light Calypso Coral, and I'm going to use the nub end again. And just kind of go in some of these interesting spots of the flowers. Again, just to add a little bit of shading and a little bit of interest without using that second. I mean, if you're sitting at your desk and you got all kinds of space and all kinds of time, by all means, use all those stencils. They're beautiful. It just lines up so pretty. We used it the first time. This one is dark Calypso Coral. Again, the nub end is what I want. We used them when they first came out for a team meeting, and they're just so pretty. Okay, So I've got my flower, my stem just the way I like it. So by magic, I'm going to run it through the die cut machine. And there we go. So if you're going to add all the shades with the stencils, this is what we did for our team meeting, and that adds all the stencils. It's got lots of color and it's beautiful. Again, I just did mine just a little bit different. Just because with the card, that's the way I wanted to do it. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of basic white. I guess here's the card. I could have shown it to you. There's the die that by magic of video I cut out. So I took my beautiful bokeh designer series paper. It's a 6x6, so I quartered it and made myself a 3x3 sheet. Somebody got this schmutzed. It's fine. And I put it on a piece of bubble bath and ran it through to add those pretty butterflies in my background. Isn't that great? So then I'm going to adhesive this down with my seal on my basic white. So I'm going to add this. Then I wanted to add some interest down the side. So I used this designer series paper that's an online exclusive. It's beautiful. It's all black and white. It's called, wait a minute. I tricked myself and hid the name of it in the middle instead of in the back. It's called Botanical Textures. It's 12 by 12, and again, it's an online exclusive. If you're not a part of our online exclusive fan club, we have one, and we're going to start. The goal there is to show you as many online exclusives as we can. Like this time I mixed it with a little catalog product. I went back to that dark granny apple, and I'm going to hit some of these leaves just because I liked adding a little bit of color to the black and white. You can kind of see right there how I've done that. Yes, that was my dog snoring, in case you heard that. It's spring in Indiana, and so the leaves are starting to turn. It's a little bit warmer. She's been busy today. So now I'm going to seal this down. I'm going to put this here. Oh, come on. It's stuck to my finger. And this is 5 by 1.5. Because I wanted it a little bit smaller. This piece of bubble bath is 5 1/4 by 4. And I wanted this just a little bit smaller so I could see a little bit of that pink on each end. I'm going to take this. I'm going to add my dimensionals to it. The whole reason I started Stampin' Up! 28 years ago was because somebody showed me a dimensional and my world was changed. And you know what? This may look like it's a different color when I did it. It had a little bit of ink in the brush. So this one is Fresh Freesia. This one looks like a little more coral, and that's because the person that had the brush might not have cleaned it out as good as she should have. So that's why it may look a little bit different. I'm going to, because I can, put a little wink of Stella on this. Let me make sure this doesn't have any color in it. I color with my winks of Stella, and sometimes they get a little color in them. So we're going to go over this one and this one. Don't tell my campers I did this. They'll be so mad because they're all the time looking for a wink of Stella to add to their cards. I may say in my very nicest demonstrator voice, go home, use your own. But they like to use all of my wink of Stella. I feel like that's almost a one camp wonder for me, a wink of Stella, and then my my cutting plates. Oh my gosh, if you use your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine as much as I do, you know what that's like. Okay, so now I'm going to snip this off. I stamped, so this piece, you know how when you take your cardstock and you make it 4 by 5 1/4 and you have this little piece? I save these, and so that's what this is. This is one of the little pieces from the Whisper White that is perfect for little words, and it fits a dimensional. I don't have to pull out my BB dimensionals for this. All right, let's stick this on here. And I'm going to put it on each side of that stem. And then because I need some beautiful bling, these are the low profile dots, online exclusive. And they're beautiful. Look at that with that gold. And I would say the pink is probably a petal pink. So it's perfect on my card. Puts that little soft color on it. And then, I mean, can you over gem something when they're no longer available in the catalog? I pass them to my grandkids. Can I tell you how much they love their dimensional or their little gems? So mine go in here. I cut off the back. I add an online exclusive so I can remember where it came from. The open ones slide in here. And these are passport containers that I got from Amazon. And then my extra full packs get clipped to the side. That way I know what I have, supposedly. It's a theory. Again, try to join our online exclusive fan club so you can see more of our projects. That's where we're going to be putting more videos and trying to keep you updated on what is current in the online exclusives. All right, friends, have a great day. We'll stamp again soon. Bye.